The spark of arrogance. The Drakthar Dominion had grown used to conquest. They were an empire of warships, talons stretched across the stars, and they ruled with brutal efficiency. When they found the human colony of Vera 9, they did not hesitate. The order was given: eradicate the settlement, enslave the survivors, and broadcast the destruction as a warning to the rest of the galaxy. Their fleets descended like shadows across the atmosphere. Cities were reduced to glass in hours, the planet's skies filled with ash and wreckage. Families were dragged into transports, children separated from parents, elders executed as an example. The Dominion broadcasted every moment, laughter echoing through their channels as humans screamed below. They did not expect resistance. To them, Earth was a young world, civilized, yes, but soft. They believed humanity would break like so many others before them. Laughter in the void. In the aftermath of slaughter, the Drakthar fleets held a victory feast within orbit. Their officers toasted in zero-gravity chambers, mocking the fragile primates they had destroyed. To them, humans were just another species too weak to grasp the reality of the galaxy. The broadcasts continued, spreading across sectors. See the fate of Earth spawn. This is what happens to those who resist the Dominion. Allies who once traded with Earth began to fall silent, fearful of sharing its fate. The galaxy whispered that perhaps humanity's expansion had ended before it had even begun. The Dominion's admirals laughed, convinced Earth would cower in fear. They expected apologies, tribute, desperate pleas for peace. They expected silence. The silence that broke. For weeks, Earth said nothing. The galaxy assumed humanity mourned quietly, too stunned to respond. Then the silence fractured. At first, it was a murmur. Dominion patrols found burned wrecks of their own ships on the fringes of space. Then, comms chatter from fringe colonies began to vanish, intercepted by encrypted frequencies none could decode. Whispers grew into rumors. Earth was moving. And then came the broadcast, a single, chilling message transmitted on every open frequency. You took Vera 9. You celebrated its ashes. Now we come for you. The galaxy froze. From Sol's core, fleets emerged, dreadnoughts, carriers, and siege platforms. Old legends said humanity still carried scars of 2 world wars, of Cold War arsenals buried deep within their past. Now those scars came alive. Humanity's war machine stirred, not with rage but with cold calculation. The arrival no one expected. The Dominion's fleet gathered at Krell Prime, a fortress system thought unbreakable. They expected rebellion, perhaps raids. They did not expect what appeared next. At the edge of their formation, reality bent, a tier of light unfolding. From hyperspace emerged a shape vast enough to blot the stars. A human battleship, the UNS Oblivion. No one expected Earth to have such a vessel. Its hull stretched miles across, bristling with weapons arrays unseen in galactic warfare. Armor black as the void itself reflected no light, giving the illusion of a drifting shadow. And it came alone. Dominion officers laughed at first. One ship against hundreds. Madness. Arrogance. A final act of desperation. They armed their cannons, confident this lone vessel would burn. But then the Oblivion spoke. You will not leave this system alive. The Dominion's laughter died. Retribution unleashed. The first volley shook the stars. The Oblivion's spinal railguns fired with such force that Dominion cruisers were vaporized before they could raise shields. Entire wings of fighters disintegrated in silent eruptions of light. The human battleship moved like a predator among prey, slow, deliberate, unstoppable. Every weapon that turned toward it was silenced in fire. Plasma beams that could gut a capital ship merely scarred its hull, shrugged off as though nothing touched it. Then came the swarm. From the Oblivion's flanks launched drones, thousands of them, coordinated with machine precision. They slipped past shields, burrowed into engines, and tore the Dominion fleet apart from within. The sky became a graveyard. Krell Prime's fortress cannons fired in desperation. The Oblivion answered with orbital strikes that split continents, tearing fortifications out by their roots. Dominion commanders screamed across comms, issuing panicked orders, begging for reinforcements. No one came. The galaxy watched in horror as the Dominion fleet, hundreds strong, fell to a single human warship. The shattering of pride. For the first time in centuries, the Drakthar knew fear. Their arrogance shattered as they realized humanity had hidden its strength. Earth had not been soft. Earth had been patient. Every explosion carried a message. This is the price of arrogance. This is the cost of touching Earth. The Oblivion did not stop at the fleet. It descended upon Krell Prime's surface. Its weapons did not discriminate between military and industrial. Shipyards burned, orbital elevators crumbled, command centers vaporized. The Dominion's jewel system became rubble. Survivors who fled spoke of a sight burned into memory. The Oblivion hovering above their shattered cities, silent, unmoving, its shadow stretching across the horizon like judgment itself. Aftermath in ash. When the guns fell silent, Krell Prime was gone, not conquered, erased. The Dominion's fleets reduced to drifting husks, its empire's pride shattered beyond repair. The galaxy trembled. Those who had mocked humanity fell quiet. Those who had feared Earth now feared it even more. In cantinas and council halls, survivors whispered. A human battleship appeared in their fleet. No one expected it. No one survived it. The Dominion's arrogance had brought their ruin. Whispers in the dark. In the silence that followed, the galaxy learned a final truth. Humanity was patient, yes. Civilized, yes. But beneath their quiet exterior was something infinite, something unbroken. Their vengeance was not hot and wild. It was cold, deliberate, absolute. Alien rulers warned their heirs, never provoke Earth. Traitors repeated the tale in hushed voices. One ship, one world, one lesson. And in the dark corners of the galaxy, where arrogance still lingered, a phrase grew like a shadow over every council chamber, every war room, every throne. Do not mistake Earth's silence for weakness. Their patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite.